Although I'm not sure if I'm actually going to record this, but I guess I just kind of want to do a little bit of venting. Nothing bad, nothing negative, but just lately it just seemed like over the past couple of months, I hear and see people talk so much about religion versus spirituality, and kind of what's real and what's not real, and what's the truth and what's not the truth, and how religion is used to control, and so forth and so forth. So anyhow, a couple of months ago I had decided to go on this voyage and just kind of research different religions other than the religion that I was introduced to as a child, which was of course Christianity. So I just kind of, went and read a few books, about being Muslim, Buddhist, of course, Christianity, Judaism, Hinduism, um, just those religions to list a few. And I don't know. I So basically after reading about these religions, I really, really connected with in which I don't believe they consider it as a religion, but more so as a philosophy or a way of life, which was Buddhism, right? So after I just started, reading all this information, I'm just like, wow, it just really broke a barrier through me that Christianity had not. So I kind of began to, like I said, do more research, kind of adopt and kind of study some of the ways or whatnot. So, which kind of moved me away from Christianity. Like I, believe in God, all that. I never stopped believing in God, but like I didn't listen to gospel music as much. I haven't been in church as much. Um, yeah, so just kind of pull back a little bit and whatever. I'm trying to make this. I can't even really pull it all together. But anyway, long story short, okay, and I'll more so refer to the Bible, even though I haven't read it all. But that is what I mostly have read. That I don't know. I'm not gonna sit here and say I know what's true, what's false, if Jesus existed, if Jesus didn't exist, how he existed, what color was his skin, his hair, whatever. The people who had given their stories in the Bible, I don't know if those things really happened, so forth and so forth. But the one thing, which is the reason why I'm even making this video, the one thing that I can say that I don't know how people deny the instructions that the Bible gives you for your life. Like I understand, and I understand, and I can see it. I see people's perspective. I could definitely see where people are coming from, by saying that they believe somehow that the Bible was used to control people, or rather control slaves, and how basically the Bible is a combination of Greek mythology and whatever spin other people decided to put on it. But you cannot deny. I could not deny. I can't tell anybody else what to deny and what not to. But what I can say is that I don't understand how some people feel like that book does not give you instructions for your life. Like it is not the truth. Like I have applied the principles, the morals, the values, what God tells you should do, what he says you should not do, what you should stay away from, who you should be around, and, so forth and so forth. I have applied those things, not maybe all of them, but I have applied those things to many areas of my life. And it's the truth. Like the truth is undeniable. Like I don't understand. Like regardless of whatever people feel like the Bible was made for, what it was intended to do, if the stories is real, if the stories ain't real, who will ever know? But I know from my own life that applying those principles to my life, I have seen a difference. I mean, I have seen a difference. So, I just want to say, when it comes to religion and spirituality, that it's okay to kind of step back and look back and assess things and so forth and so forth. But sometimes, I mean, the truth is the truth, and I just feel like the instructions that the Bible gives you for your life have been tried and true. And I believe it tells you to do certain things for a reason. There's a reason, and I also believe that, people should not be or rather they need to be more mindful of, basically not listening to God. Because I feel like, of course God gives us, free will, but at the end of the day, I believe that God will go through hell and high water to get a message through to you. And if you are basically just ignoring that feeling and ignoring what your gut or your spirit is telling you, he will get that message to you. He will put life altering situations, knee-jerking situation into your life until you stop and you listen. Because you will listen. It may not be today, it may not be tomorrow, but you will listen and you will get the message. So I just want to say, like I said, I'm speaking from experience. I know I said a little bit earlier, like I basically moved away from everything, but lately I have been going through so much, like left and right. I mean, down to the simplest things. Like, for example, I just went to State Board to take my cosmetology test and failed by 1%. Like, all kind of stuff happening. Like, my battery died, my muffler fell off, my car did not pass the Ames test. Okay, it has been one horrific thing after another. And I believe that a lot of these things was happening because God didn't have my attention anymore. He didn't have my attention. And he got my attention now though. Oh yeah, he got my attention now. So let what I'm saying be an example to, you just listening to the voice of reason, listen to the voice of God, listening to the voice of the universe, whatever it is that you believe in. But don't get so caught up in the I's being dotted and the T's being crossed in the Bible. If the stories were true, if he was black, if he was white, if he was purple. Like, I think, people get so caught up in the minor details, and there's a bigger story to be told here. Like, there's a bigger story. So that's all I want to say. Just kind of a mini rant. And yeah, that's it. So bye.